Hey, Nathan here. Welcome back to another episode of Trails in the Sky, first chapter. All four of my parts that I recorded, including part 0, that I recorded in advance have been published. And last weekend was Easter, so I didn't have a video up last weekend. And hopefully I'll be able to record a little bit in advance. I am currently dealing with a sore throat and a headache due to allergies due to the weather changing, so we'll see how far we go today. Today I'm gonna record, hopefully record longer, but this part will be like within the hour and a half or so, like my other parts are, other than part 1. So we'll go from there. And I might take a step back on voicing some lines, depending on how my throat feels at the time. I do have a lot of water with me, so I'll be drinking that a lot. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. I've been working with the Dragon Productions, working on their videos and working on my game project, so it's actually been quite some time since I have voiced in a video on my YouTube channel, so it was interesting getting back into the swing of things. So hopefully as we progress through the series I'll get better and better at some lines and things and go from there. Alright, last time we got one of my favorite characters in the entire Legend of Heroes series, not just these 3 games, but the other ones. And we'll go on from there. Alright, so return. We need to go to... Alright, go back and report the missing airliner. Oh, also, without taking 2 years or so to get through all the games that I want to get through, I will be avoiding a lot of the side quests. I might do some here and there. I don't know if I reported this or said this in another video, but that is going to be the plan. I just want to hit the main story beats and New Game Plus with how far ahead I am in my power level compared to the monsters and things that'll let me do that. So that's another good thing. I am still going to plan to do a giveaway of like 2 or 3 different copies of this game to people. I'll probably start my giveaways when I start the next game, so you can keep an eye out for the intro for that, just to kind of come up with a standard, you know. Once I finish the game, I'd like to do the giveaway, so it's just good if I do that at the start of the next game. Alright, so I'm gonna go back, and depending on how much video editing I want to do, I might start cutting out some of the battles, just to make these videos a little bit quicker. So we need to go back to Bose or Bose. I like to call it Bose. I'm sure it's probably Bose, but go back to Bose. So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there, it's Bose Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Liberal? Ha! I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberal News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So do you tend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep, after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, that place where I ate with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place? That intro's authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mira if you decide to go in with a full-course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Oh yeah, and unless I forget to cut that out, I've been sneezing too. Worry not, my fair lady. I bought significant travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mira with that crap? Huh! I've started as many as the main opera singer at the great theater in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mira in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright, everyone. Good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of the world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see, we need to report the information we got from the General to Lugrin. And it would be best if we let the Mayor Maybell know after we do that too. So first, we visit the guild and then the Mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Cool. Oh, it's you kids. So did you find out anything about the incident? You bet. Valuable information at that. Estelle relayed the information they obtained from General Morgan. The Sky Bandits and the Kapua family? You're right, that is valuable information. Looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that the General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought. Yeah, it was really a surprise to myself. In Roland, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers that much... Don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time they're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well then, I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought that they would go so far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Linde. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little bit more on the investigative side ourselves. Alright, so now we go to the mayor. Hey, it's those two. Niall, come on, Missy. I'm begging you, please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way. Dorothy, yep, that's right. And of course, I'd need a photograph as well. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm gonna have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers. But, yeah, what about the readers? We can probably reach double the number if we have the mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful, after all. Dorothy, why do you have to go and say something like that? Huh? But it was you that was saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot! Miss? Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell Mayor Maybell about the details of a conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please leave. Fine. So we're going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of Adios and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Niall, wait for me. Whew. Huh? Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's you bracers again. Did you just return from the Hocken Gate? Yeah, something like that. So those two you just turned away. A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said that they plan to use the mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor's just waiting for you. Okay. Let me... Might need to lower the game volume just a tad on OBS here. Alright, we'll see if that's any better. Alright, I think it was through... No, it was not through here. It was through here. And this one, yep. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. Will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? Ah, no, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand? The situation is much more serious than I originally anticipated. If the general hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I'd imagine that'll be quite a difficult task considering that you're already as busy as you are. Haha, well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. I've already had a run-in with the Sky Bandits before. And I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is the one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with that look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could be beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Based on my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland, I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius would have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him way too much credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard the airliner? Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer too. His name is Cassius Sprite. Did you just say Cassius Sprite? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help clear up this incident, then I'm at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or Sky Bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'll take, then the army would have found them by a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two? Still, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably have said something like, let's just comb the entire region. Never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotion for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We're just complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously. Fortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Alright, wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in the front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story. He's gotta know something by now, right? It's true, he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it might be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. I think they went to the diner or the inn. Not this way. Nope. Or did they go to... no, bar. Maybe the bar. Nope. Oh, he was at the bar. I missed this. Very difficult to see sometimes. I think I got stuck on it last time too. I was also looking for Dorothy as well with him. Oh, god damn it. This ain't a joke, you know. Ugh. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you the bottomless Sarah? Oh please, bottomless is more than suitable for a woman like Ina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group my fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsily lush. Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck out of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Ina is like a bucket to share a sieve. But no matter how you look at it, they're both completely bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Oh. Where am I? Good. You're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Oh, my head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess, what the hell am I doing in Roland? Thought I made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well, damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you got the lovely lass with you, too. Name's Scherzard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Scherzard. Are you the infamous Silver Streak, by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you heard of me, then? Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three here are to investigate the incident as well, I suppose? Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seem pretty troubled. Damn, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Alright, these last few lines I had to take a break due to my throat. So first thing we probably need to do is take a look at the revenue village and see that eyewitness report. Military intelligence is on the move. Oh, who's the guy? I think his name is Richard. Part of that, right? Yep, Colonel Richard. Alright, so we go to West Bose. Okay, oop. Alright. And when I run like this, I use the mini map. Alright. What's going on here? Oh, agate. Oh. Charizard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but you're here to look into the airliner incident. No, I'm here on some Trump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was a work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Bright taken hostage? Huh, don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I like to believe that too, but I wonder who this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagged along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well then, I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. Why are you looking at us like that? This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You wanna try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's a bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Charizard. And be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself either. I'll keep those words in mind. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see, so that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh? Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name. Agate Krosner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't get into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Revenue Village. Agate starts out as, not very likable, but he grows on you. And pretty much all the characters, you know, character growth and all that, they all change from what we've seen already. Revenue Village. An orchard over there. This village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. There's an abandoned septum mine to the north of here. I know a lot about this place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why, an airliner would have been much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to the convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that? There's a certain possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know that the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. Well, be that as it may, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Village elder, I think it's the house right below the abandoned mine trail. I go here, go there. Yep. Elder's house. We're not merchants, we're with the Bracer Guild. And he's the elder. That's interesting. Something happens in the second game that kind of links what's going on here. Alright, missing airliner. Louis. So let's go ask Louis. Alright, so we're looking for a kid. His name is Louis. He saw the missing airliner. He saw the shadow and silhouette and probably saw it. And he's right here. The music in this game is just so nice. Two shadows. So, what was north on the map? Yep. Yep, that's up to mine. Oh, that's worst. Laughing at a kid. Oh, and he's crying too, starting to cry. That was a nice little scene. Alright, so north. So we need to go to the abandoned mine trail. I think I could sneak over there from here. I think I did that last time too. Alright, so there's probably chests around here. Yeah, I forgot I have no encounters, so I don't need to worry about cutting out battles. Beefsteak. Oh, come on. Nope, still empty. I love the chest messages in this game. Oh, nicer looking chest. Death Blow 2. Reduced to searching empty chests? That's really sad. Alright, healing item. The chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. No, it would not. Alright, down here. Nothing there. I am air. No chest there. All right. Can't move the camera. Oop. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and a padlock. This looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine. That reminds me of the Malga mine. Except for the fact it's all deserted. Seems like this place was abandoned some time ago. Padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like the gate has been opened recently. Which means there's no possibility that the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated this place. Probably not gonna find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with the stun and held it out. You're right, Estelle, it's rather subtle. But there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's a certain possibility that it connects to somewhere. Probably worth checking out. I think we need to go get the key, though. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key. You're no fun, Sharon. Alright, let's go get that key. Down this way. I think it was down more south, but let's start with the house here. Correct, he's not here. Come on. No, I didn't think that was him. Oh, I know where he is. I know where he is because this part. Here we go. So something happened 10 years ago. The way that the flowers look next to him, it looks like it's coming out of his shoulder, in between his shoulder and his ear. And let's go ahead and pay some respects here. So, the soldiers went and didn't look in the mine. And then they just came back and left in that poor little boy's face. That's horrible. Alright, let's get this key and go inside. Yay, we got the key. Okay, let's go back up here. I just want to see if... Does it list the names? Mm-hmm. It does. I was curious if it listed last names. Alright, so let's use that key and unlock the... Lock the mine. So we want to go up here. That is the wrong way. And this way. Nope. Alright, let's use the key. That is one heavy gate. Let's go. Don't worry, I have no encounters on, so monsters won't be an issue. Oh yeah, lack of a map. Broken bridge. It is bright. Isn't that the quiet? Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Uh-oh. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry up. Well, it's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger. Yes, got it. Okay, understood. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. Looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. Certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Hey, who would have thought to look here? Look at that, aren't they loading the airliner cargo on their own ship? Let's worry about that later. Better figure out a way to bag these guys later before they get away again. So, this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there. Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived. Huh? The League of what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool for saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones that Josette had a run on back and rolling. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right when you're not supposed to be here this early? What in the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else here, bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get them, boys. Yeah, until you realize I'm on New Game Plus. Boom, one hit kill. Oh man, I really do wish they gave us a better challenge on New Game Plus. I'm really hoping bosses catch up to us though. And yeah, I could remove my equipment and things. Wow. Blind me? Alright, let's Hurricane. Let's hit them both. Oh, nice! Not a one-hit kill. Hopefully we're getting close now.
Seems you came up short.
Oh, you guys are tougher than I thought. That's the power of New Game Plus. It's no wonder Trisette got beaten by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. Haha. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourself? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out! What is this? You gotta be kidding me, another smoke screen? Ha 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 ha. It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. Gag, cough, cough. Ow, 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 some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Sarah. Quit acting like this is all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's gotta be some other constructive thing that we can do. Well, you sound like you should be... You sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. Oh man. Wow, it's pretty barren here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Alright. Now this is one of the things that I like about not a lot of RPGs that I've played. You kind of get a mix of things to do. Later on we'll get kind of an evolution of this kind of thing later on in this game and in other games that is really interesting. Here's a lift car. It looks like it's the same type used at landing port. Sky Bandits probably use this to move the cargo. I wonder what this is. It's an orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. Alright, nothing in the corner there. And okay. Looks like the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Ladder, and that's the only other place. Here's a steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. Oh, nope, no, didn't mean to go up to the 3rd floor. Always like to make sure nothing's tucked away in the seats. And that's looking outside the window. Let me just verify. Okay, here we go. Right in here, there's a lot of light shining into this place. Alright. We've checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship. And then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to 0. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy of the orbit actually gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think there would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why did they hide an airliner in here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to... ditch the Linde because their hideout is somewhere weird. I think it was this one. But stealing it doesn't make sense, because we're asking about why it's here and not at their hideout, so they could take to their hideout and steal the orbital engine. Move hostages doesn't make sense. If they move it to... they take it to their own hideout, they don't need to move it to their own aircraft. So, they have this as a secondary spot to stay clear out of the Royal Army search party. If the Royal Army found this place, they won't know where their main hideout is. It's true that the airliner is rather large and easily seen, and in that sense it would seem highly likely that they would leave it in a different place than their hideout. I have played this before. I don't remember every single little detail, so it's still fun to rethink about those kind of answers. However, that alone couldn't be considered a decisive reason. From my guess, I imagine that their hideout is a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 arcs in size. In short, a peculiar place in which a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like the likely place for the Sky Bandits hideout. Yep, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then maybe we are unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by on foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What, now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I think that we should cooperate with the army. Whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugerin. We should be able to contact the Haken Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Alright, I did that answer last time too, because I think that made the most sense. Not sure if that one was the correct one, or if that last answer was the correct one. Because the way that the last one sounded was just the way that it sounded. Their hideout someplace weird. I mean, that just doesn't seem like something that would be a good response. So I don't know which one was the true correct one. Maybe the answer that I gave was like a +1 and the last one was a +2 BP. I don't know. What the heck? Great, now this is something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What has the world come to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And here you're calling Sky Bandits. Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Wow. Might I get you to stop the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why didn't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here, how about you cut with that crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright, men, take them into custody. Uh-oh. Another thing I really like about this game is that when people are yelling and, angry and things like that, the screen shakes and the text is very large. I love that kind of subtle stuff like that. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army manages to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early," if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me he meant that the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, he'll never get caught. Which means we're the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua? Nope, I didn't say anything. Came from the cell next door. Who is it? It almost sounds familiar. Hey, it's Agate. Not really, we don't know yet. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice would be recognizable to anyone. Who else speaks kind of like that? Did this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. Is that how you say that? To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. Now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estella. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you're done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details from the tragic incident that befell me. You have time for 20 hours of conversation. Didn't you just listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose market and then moved on to the Aunt Rose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten. Once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano and then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great and all, but I thought you were just supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure how that has to do with anything about you getting thrown in jail. Oh well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck, and I had a chef prepare. But the blood sauce, which had been used, was a little too overbearing for my taste. Consequently, I began to feel that a normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year of 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the royal city. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mira. 500,000 mira for just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? That's such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. Sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine. The restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a I heard a Z and a Z. And even a assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story really gets interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Hey, you three, get up. Yawn. I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early, even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I like to consider myself that reason. It's the mayor. Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mayor Maybelle herself. You better remember to thank her. Thank you! So you mean Mayor Maybelle stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassie Sprite? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I've enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now wait a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but I don't know Cassius Bright, the bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. A strategist, Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. I'm gonna go punch something. What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has been taking a new turn. So there's a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh God. Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. Sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. See the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that might be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes us to trial, it's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such fine wine without paying a single lira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant for our contract to remedy that? I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I could just let things go like this. Let's see. Seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return of the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask that you join these bracers in their work? Ha, could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like the magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a bit of a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you try to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course, I don't mind. I never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us. Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were heading here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So this was the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money of your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again, but I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get on our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming. With the army about the information we've come across. Because if there really is a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions. Shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you the king of our show? Alright, so South Block. I'm going to save quick. Alright, I'm going to go backwards here. Alright, actually, let's go to the guild first. Oop! Guy was in front of me. Oop! Come on, there we go. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to talk. I meant to report. There we go. Missing airliner. Yeah, so probably what happened is I would have gotten +3 or 4 BP if I did the other answer that I was thinking about. Alright, South Block. Alright, so Orbital factory, right? And a couple of residents. My factory! I'll be taking another break from reading, so I'll slow things down a little bit on the discussion here so you can read it. Hey, you got bracers right in front of you so you can report to us. Alright, so he has something he doesn't want to be seen. Hey, look who it is. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. So possibly Sky Bandits. Westgate, okay. Yep, why don't they go for those two places? Who the heck are you anyway? Oh, nice. I didn't know if it said his last name yet. Olivier Lenheim. I think it might have did in an earlier episode. You're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. I love the facial expressions in the portrait that they gave Dorothy. Yep, don't ask, Niall. Alright, residences here. So, they didn't come to this house. I believe it was maybe this house. Yep, it was this house. Hey, you there. Word of advice. Personal invitation to jail. There's no use arguing. For an ass in lion skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. May I ask what's going on here, Richard? And who is the Captain Amalthea? Colonel! Alright, I'll try to read these. For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatened by threatening our good citizens, that is outright embarrassment for us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? And I ask you that once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack up. We're returning to the Hakken Gate. Looks like that's that. It seems like some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we just let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Yeah. Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. My mouth doesn't work sometimes. Oh, but before I go, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, Colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier, don't you remember? He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Well, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. It seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in that army. Hey, you guys! Who is that you were talking to in the black uniform? I can swear I've seen him somewhere before. You trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard from the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be? Nope. He said so himself. I'm fairly confident he's who he says he is. Think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man, but But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try with just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Well, the only one we couldn't talk to earlier was this person. Alright. A little bit more of a break reading. Yep, we were the bracers. We did come here before. Noise from outside late at night. Thought it was her husband. Masked men. And ran away to the north. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. The seal raised her hand in a casting motion. Fishing. Lake to the south. And he doesn't know anything about the incident. See, I love it when they make the text big like that. And we'll explain it to him. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. The Cecile effect. Oh, he might know something. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing that he was talking about the other day. He is my fishing buddy. Alright, so we need to go south to the lake shore and discuss with his fishing buddy. And he saw some strange bunch near the place the other night. Interesting. So no definitive clues or anything about the incident, but the thing at the inn at the lakeshore needs some investigation. Yep, and Olivier's just thinking about the food at the inn. And Estelle's thinking about fishing. Borrelia Lake. Alright. Let me go ahead and save again here. I'll record for a little bit longer. This is probably going to be still one part, so you can watch it and continue watching it later, you know, divide up your watch time if you like. Alright, so we need to go south. Is it the new Ansel path? Or no, let's not go there. Let's go to the north block and then south. No, it was new Ansel path. I thought it was in the west block for whatever reason. Yep, Valeria Lakeshore. Here we go. No, I don't remember if I went to the towers in this game. I do have no encounters, so let's go there. Unless the story or quest unless the story or quest directed me to one of the towers. I don't think I've actually went there. It's empty, but you notice something carved at the bottom. It says the secret password is Chairman Meow. Yep, come on. So we got somebody's password. Is there a chest in the middle? No, there's not. Okay. And this is just to go down. Now we're at the top here. Yeah, other than some just chests. I don't think there's anything too important at the moment. This tower. Ooh, speaking of that, oh, monsters appeared. All right. Well, we see Olivier. Yes, his turn will come up. So Olivier has a gun. Oh, I didn't equip the best stuff to you, Olivier. Okay.
Piece of cake.
Okay. Equip here. Oop. Sometimes it likes to act up here. Work boots, 221, okay. Not poison, might as well. Nope. Chest is empty because someone came and took the stuff out. You wouldn't know who did that now, would you? Alright, let's go back down and get out of this place. Yep. I got that chest. Alright. Oh, I can't move the camera. I really don't know why, but I definitely like to see behind the characters. Oh, exterminate. Large monster here. Alright, the line attack area, that's support. Medium. Let's do an evil eye. I didn't mess with Olivier's ornaments. So we can turn that quest in. Alright, Aurelia Shore. So this is the north shore of Aurelia Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intend to toss my cares into the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine at night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now it's the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with an enjoyment or not. Well, whatever, as long as he does his share of the work, then he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individual here 2 nights ago, right? Yep. Yep, come on. And he's down here. Oh, yep, this is when, this is a funny scene coming up. Can I ask you something? Wow, he's not responding at all. He must really be into his fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. This man seems to be concentrating on his fishing. Okay, so I think I need to talk to this guy. Talk. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have a clue of whom that might be? Oh, you're talking about old man Kuano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So they're saying he's that old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Alright, so back we go. Hey, Lloyd! Excuse me, are you the man named Lloyd who comes from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. Looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Olivier leaned over, and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to the interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed on your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Well, how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. You have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see, so you heard from Mr. Kuano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Can we get you to fill us in on a little more of the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is it somehow related to some sort of crime? Can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha, in that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn dead tired after a day of battling it out with the lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about the time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked. Guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of the Valeria Lake. has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. Looks like you've thrown a log into the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is. And I've been chasing that darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I've heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came running from the royal city. That's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from the fishing net that night? Oh, right. I'd returned the boat and was on my way back into the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that. And when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Though maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Thought there was a typo there for a second. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two that I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Now, isn't you being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. School uniform? It couldn't be... It wasn't one from Janice Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. See, this whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We finally got onto her trail. What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything that they regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information, just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see, so that's a relief to hear. Feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild, too. I wonder what kind of group that is. How's this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, I explained the encounter with Josette in Roland. I see, that seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight's night, huh? Yep. Looks like we should probably get a room just in case. I'm going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, so let's go to the receptionist and ask for a room. I missed the stairs twice. Awesome. Yep, we will be staying. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Yep, we're done. We're ready. Get a room. Alright then, please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you'll be staying. I'll leave you here, so please relax until dinner's served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can, that's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. Tired Lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'll be a blast to throw a line in those waters. And how about it? Might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Joshua? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit back in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. And boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Stop here for this part. And then we'll continue on this quest on the next part. So I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully taking a break on reading some of the dialogue didn't be a big issue. And I'll probably be recording the next part along with this at some point. So my throat will probably still be bothering me. So probably in the next few parts I'll still be taking a break, not reading every single line of dialogue. So hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks.